On my quest to find the best print-on-demand companies to use, I sometimes stumble across really bad ones. Today, I'm going to do an in-depth review of the company Design by Humans. Let's find out if they went wrong and if you should avoid using them. Design by Humans was created in 2007 and it's meant to be an online marketplace where artists can showcase their work on a variety of different products. They average just over 350,000 visitors a month, and apparently they get between 25 and 50 million per year in revenue. Design by Humans is located in California. They use environmentally friendly printing methods with water-based inks. Sounds fancy. But really, all we care about is how good is that printing quality and will it withstand the wash test. So we'll see later on just how good the printing quality actually is. They have 17 different products for sale and all the classic ones that we'd want to sell, so there is no issues there. This is their website and we can see it's a regular marketplace and they've done a good job of getting the rights to various things like Marvel, Star Wars and DC. One thing I'm noticing is the level of artistic quality within the designs is truly outstanding. So much better than what I have seen on other companies, and it makes sense as each design is approved within 24 hours. So they're probably weeding out all the bad ones by just not approving them at all. So far, this sounds good. So now let's go and discuss the pricing. Design by Humans works with a royalty structure. Rather than setting your own price for something, everything is set with the same price. Now, this is great for competition. What isn't so great is the amount of royalty you actually end up with. This royalty can vary between 50 cents and $8, depending on what you sell. A normal t-shirt is the most popular product, and the royalty you get is $3. To put that into perspective, the minimum hourly wage in California is $15.50, meaning if you worked a full day of 8 hours, you'd earn $124. Now, the equivalent is selling 41 t-shirts per day. That is insanely hard, and it's even harder on a platform like Design by Humans, where they only get, around 300 to 400,000 visitors every single month. You have big time sellers selling on Merch by Amazon who get hundreds of millions of searches every single month that don't even get 41 sales a day. So this is quite an outrageous goal to hit. And that's only minimum wage. That isn't even above minimum wage. Oh, and I haven't included taxes to either of the scenarios just to make it easier. Either way, it's a hell of a lot of t-shirts to have to sell on a platform that doesn't get that much traffic. On top of that, the t-shirts are being sold for $25, so that's not cheap. And that actually means that Design by Humans might be the most expensive print-on-demand company that I've ever seen. Because if you're getting $3 in royalty and the item is costing $25 for the customer, effectively that is costing you $22 to sell that t-shirt on their website. Even though you're not out of pocket and you're not actually spending $22, technically you are, because you're selling for $25, you're only getting $3, so it's costing you $22. That is insane. I mean, who thinks of these numbers? Like, I just really wish I could find you a print-on-demand company that ticked every single box. It's like a dream, because I just don't understand how someone can wake up and decide we are going to give our sellers $3 in royalty and we're going to charge $25. It's just mind-blowing. Now, on top of that, the licensed artwork that they have, like Marvel, DC, and all those things, Star Wars, that costs more than $25, yet you still get the same royalty. Yeah, it's crazy. So now that the pricing is out the way, I'll let you decide if you're happy with that or not. Let's discuss the shipping. So I placed my order on the 13th of February and it arrived on the 7th of March. It wasn't too expensive for international shipping. It cost me $6.64. Yes, it's not cheap, but again, it is international shipping. What isn't okay is the fact that it took 23 days to arrive. I really can't imagine customers wanting to come back and order again if they've had to wait over 3 weeks for their item to arrive. This is the t-shirt in question. Let's have a look. Right. Let's have a look at this t-shirt and see the quality of it, and then we're going to stuff it in the wash and see if it survives. So this is a Tultec 502 premium t-shirt. You've got the design by humans, empowering independent creators, and then the website stamped there. Now, funnily enough, yep, as I thought, you can see the stamp has been stamped there, and you can see it through the back. Now, when you wear a t-shirt, you don't want that ugly white stamp showing through the back because everyone else is going to be able to just see a white square. So I'm really annoyed that they did that. They shouldn't have done that. Right, in terms of the quality, okay, it's actually, okay, well, I believe they're trying to go for that kind of faded look, which they've done quite well here. You know, they've got a really good gradient shadows and fade outs with the different planets. So that's done really, really well. The clouds are good. The actual design, I think, is pretty good, and it's been printed quite well. In terms of the quality of the actual t-shirt, so the stitching looks great. It's done really, really well. It looks a bit off. It looks a bit off a bit, but in terms of just general quality, it looks actually pretty good. I would be happy with this if I received this for $25. The biggest thing really is, will it survive the wash? And we're going to do a few different tests washing this. So we're going to wash it at 30 degrees, we're going to wash it cold, we're going to wash it inside out, and we're going to wash it regularly to see if it can survive all of these different scenarios. And yeah, we're going to let it dry naturally though. I'm not going to put it in the dryer, and we'll see what happens. Whilst the product is in the wash, let's discuss the elephant in the room.
We need to acknowledge the elephant in the room. Francine. Happy birthday.
Their Trustpilot reviews. 135 ratings, 73% being 1 star. However good the platform is for sellers, it needs to be equally good, if not better, for customers. We need customers to absolutely love the experience and the company so that they come back and buy more and more products. Remember, these customers are our potential customers, so we need them to be treated as best as possible. Is there any point listing your products on a company that has terrible customer service, no trust, and a terrible reputation? It seems the majority of these bad reviews are for bad quality, bad printing, bad customer service, poor shipping, and the wrong items being sent. Imagine that. Imagine waiting 3 weeks for your items to arrive, for them to be the wrong items, and then having to wait another 3 weeks. I mean, there are some reviews that have actually said that when they resent them, they were also the wrong items, and they had to wait months and months and months to actually receive the right items. This is not okay for customers. We need them to have the best possible experience, especially considering they're paying quite a lot of money for these products. Usually, I will always try to find the good in a company, but in this case, the bad is just so apparent. It's hard to ignore. Right, let's go and get the stuff out the wash and conclude whether or not Designed by Humans passes the test. Whether or not you should use them, whether or not the items pass the wash test, and just overall what we think now that we've seen every element of this company.
The next day.
If you haven't already subscribed, please smash that subscribe button and help me get to 100,000 subscribers. The t-shirt has now been through some vigorous wash tests, and let me tell you how it's come out. It's actually really good. Besides the slight reshapement of the t-shirt, which I think can be fixed with a bit of ironing, the actual design, the reshapement of the t-shirt, I mean, you can probably see that. It just looks a bit odd, but the actual print, the print's amazing. You know, it's really, really lasted. There's a bit that's like kind of, well, it feels like it's come off, but it hasn't come off. And I'm really, really happy with this print. You know, it's just great. The shadows are still there. But I think the biggest issue here is the reshapement of the actual t-shirt. And that's probably in the quality of the t-shirt. Nothing to do with the printing. So printing, yes, that's great. Finally, they can do something right. The quality of the t-shirt, I think they need to change. So now that we've seen what this looks like after a few washes, what do I think of the company? Should we use this company moving forward? Well, based on everything we've seen, so the amount of royalty you'll get, the length of shipping time, the Trustpilot reviews, the website, and everything else, I am going to vote no, mainly because I just don't think it's good enough. The Trustpilot reviews alone completely scared me off. I mean, that is just so many customers with so many different issues, all raving about how terrible this company is, and that's just not something I could ignore. So yes, the print has come out the wash okay, the t-shirt has completely reshaped, so that's not good, but the company as a whole, I don't think it's passed the test. Now, if you like this video and you want to see a couple more reviews, well, I've done an in-depth review of a whole bunch of different companies, so check that video out over here.